Today I'm being joined by Nick Carlson. He is the founder and CEO of Dawson Manufacturing. Hey, Nick, how's it going?
Good, Seth. How are you, buddy?
Doing good, doing good. Thanks for taking the time. We got a couple things I want to talk about today. We have our first ever equipment purchasing guide that's coming out.
Yeah.
So, so we don't know what it looks like yet. We're just working on it. We're just asking everybody we talk to a couple questions to see what we can learn. And so my
Yeah.
first question is just, what advice do you have for someone when they come to you, when they're going to get a chance to operate your equipment for the first time? They're there at an in-person demo. How have you seen people who like instantly know how to get the most out of the demo? And what does that person look like? And what's it look like when a person doesn't know how to get the best out of a demo?
So here's what I do. The first thing I always do is I try to show them what the end result can look like. So here's how I do it. And this makes the biggest impact I've ever found is I say, okay, visualize this. Truck or trailer's full of mulch or whatever material. You pull up to the job site, you get out of the truck, and I literally will walk these people from the driver's door around to the side of the truck or the side of the mulch mate, the passenger side, and I show them the key. I specifically show them the key because it is a standard mower key. Stick it in, you turn it on, you press the button, and I let the mulch just fly out on its own. I don't talk. And when it comes pouring out into the wheelbarrow or the cart mate, it fills it so fast. I don't say a word. I just stand there and fold my arms and watch them. And see, you could see the what we call the mulch mate effect just pour over their face. And then what ends up happening is they end up selling us the mulch mate in the process of how it's going to help them. And so when it comes to this buyer's guide you're talking about, what what started all this for me was something called a Turf Tech bed edger, and it revolutionized my business. And it basically took a 16-man edging crew for 2 months down to a two-man crew for 1 month. So that's huge. And so what I would recommend everyone takes a look at is, first off, I understand price is always a thing, but the reason things are priced good is, what do they say? Cheap ain't great and great ain't cheap, right? So look to the innovation, look to the people you see moving the needle the most and go, well, you may not fully understand it yet, but have an open mindset to dig a little deeper and not get so stuck on an opinion, but more of go into a learning mindset, right? Um, there machinery doesn't sweat, machinery doesn't get sick, right? Machinery just knows how to do what you tell it to do, and that's like with the mulch mate or a Turf Tech bed edger. It only goes when you tell it to go. So look for products that are easy on your people with the least amount of moving components, with the least amount of consumption. If you follow those rules, you're going to have the least amount of maintenance. You're going to have happy employees, and those people are going to stick around, and those people are going to help you grow your business. Because I believe businesses are grown off of people, not assets,
Mhm.
right? People are the biggest pivot point in the whole company. So if you can give them, and also go to your people and ask them what they think, because a lot of times they have ideas and they're just kind of scared to bring it up.
How's about then what maybe kind of a similar question in the same vein but different. What questions before someone makes the leap and is going to buy, it's not inexpensive and maybe they're buying multiple machines or whatever. Or even if they're buying one, well, what are some questions you think that they should ask, that like ask themselves or ask the equipment company?
So my big thing is tools are momentary assets, right? So it is a cash generating thing. It's just an entity, just like my cell phone, right? This has a lifespan. So what is the lifespan of a piece of equipment? Okay. What does it cost me to implement said equipment? Doesn't matter what it is. What is the reoccurring, maintenance going to cost? So like on a mulch mate, there's no fuel, there's no oil, there's no water, there's no noise, there's no emissions, all that kind of stuff. So what is that yearly maintenance going to look like? That includes fuel. It includes any kind of maintenance, tires, what have you, because that'll bite you. The other big thing that a lot of people forget is cost of implementation, meaning that could be you know taxes, tags, but the big one that a lot of people I think miss out on is the cost of training an employee is incredibly high, and a lot of us just kind of overlook it. And the reality of it is that it's not only one of the most expensive things you can do, but it's also one of the most important. So
Mhm.
proper training is key. And like here at Dawson, we have free online training in English and real Spanish.
Mhm.
It's free. It's right on our website. So those are the things. And then what is the piece of equipment? What is the lifespan you expect out of it? And then what is that return going to be when you're done with it? Because the thing that I don't like about this industry, this frustrates me, is we're so used to just throwing people at it, and we pay them that those dollars get consumed, and it's done, right? And if you would more focus on better equipment for better people, when that equipment has reached the end of its life expectancy, or you decide to pivot your business, there's an actual sellable, tangible asset like a mulch mate, let's say, or a mower that you can actually sell when you're done using it. So if you use a mulch mate for 1 year, you're the depreciation of that unit could be $5,000-6,000 for that year. That's all it's going to cost you.
Mhm.
So look at things in terms in that way.